Hi, my name is Brad with Prairie Hyundai, and today we have in front of us the 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz. This is the Ultimate model. The Ultimate model uses a 2.5 liter turbocharged engine, uses an 8-speed dual clutch transmission that provides 281 horsepower and 311 foot-pounds of torque. Looking at the front of the Santa Cruz here, you can see you've got a really nice grille that spans the entire front of the vehicle. This actually houses the daytime running lights as well. You've got LED lights down in here that come on when you're driving the vehicle to really stand out, but when the vehicle's parked, it has a nice sleek look. It's also got this dull chrome grille on the front here, just so it doesn't stand out too much, but it still grabs everyone's attention. Down here in the center, you've got all of your forward collision avoidance, you've got your adaptive cruise control sensors down in the front there. Coming to the side, you've got your high beams, your low beams. They are LED and they're also in projector housings, so they're really bright, span really wide. They allow you to see tons at night. We'll go around to the side and look at some more features on this Santa Cruz. So here we are on the side of the Santa Cruz. There's tons of features to show you guys. The first thing I want to start with is the 20 by 7.5 inch wheels. These not only look amazing, they'll also give you good stability on and off-road. You've got a ton of little Easter eggs on this vehicle. The first one being right here. There's a small image of the vehicle put into the fender flare itself. Coming over here, you've got intermittent wipers. They are also rain sensing. You've got your LED indicators in the mirrors here. Coming up here, you've got a set of roof rails so you can put your kayaks, your cargo, anything like that on top. You've also got a sunroof on this model. You've got the shark fin antenna near the back here. You've got a spoiler on the back, and this incorporated with this sloping rear portion right here will actually reduce drag and increase your fuel mileage. This vehicle has independent suspension all the way around. It is built off the Tucson platform, but it has a longer wheelbase than the Tucson. So that's going to give you a lot more stability on and off-road, and it's also going to increase your tow capacity. Whereas a Tucson in this trim level, the Ultimate, has a 3,500 pound tow capacity. This one has a 5,000 pound tow capacity, and you can think that's the longer wheelbase of this one. We'll go around the back. There's tons to show you back there, and the main thing that makes this vehicle cool. So here we are at the back of the Santa Cruz. The first thing I want to touch on is this other little Easter egg in the taillight here. It actually says designed in California embossed into the taillight. Why that's important is because this vehicle is built in the US and it is designed in the US. It is made for North America. These taillights here are all LED with reflective strips in them. You've got a nice little side step right here for accessing the box. You'll also notice in your rear window, you've got the sliding rear window. It's also got rear defrost in it. All the emblems on this vehicle, these are all embossed into the metal, embossed into the plastic. There's even one in the tonneau cover handle. The only actual physical emblems on this vehicle are the one Hyundai one up front, and then these two right here. It keeps it really clean. There's no emblems cluttering up the sides. Now let's get a closer look at what's inside the box, because there's a ton of features for you guys to see. So now that we're in a better position to look at the features of the box, first thing I want to touch on is this tonneau cover. So all the Santa Cruzes come with this tonneau cover. They are water resistant. The tailgate here is an easy drop tailgate. Comes down nice and simply, nice and soft. And then the tonneau cover right here can be locked. We'll unlock that tonneau cover and slide it back. As you can see, it's got the little lanyard here so you can actually pull it closed a lot easier from the back of the vehicle. We'll open that. This box is very large. It's got lots of room. You can see the wheel wells do not jut out too far into the box, giving you more cargo capacity. You've got a cooler down here in the bottom. So this one is completely waterproof. You can put your drinks back here, fill it up with ice. You've actually got a drain hole down in the bottom, or you can fill it with tools, anything you want that you don't want to get rusty, because no water is going to be able to get in there. Close that again. You've got storage compartments here on both sides. And this tonneau cover, one thing I want to touch on here is it actually locks halfway. So if you're hauling something, it needs to stick out a little bit, but you don't want it completely exposed, you can do that. So a couple more things to show you in the box here. One being the LED lights to light up your cargo area. But another really big thing for this vehicle, if you want to haul longer plywood or something like that and need a little bit of support for it, you can do that in here. It's got a multi-position tailgate. All you gotta do is lift this up a bit, release it, snap it into place, and now it actually holds your tailgate up. You have to do that on both sides to support it properly. But this right here is actually at the same height as your wheel wells, and you can carry longer wood If you use it in this position a lot, you can still close your tailgate like this. Now let's go check out the interior. So here we are in the back of the Santa Cruz. As you can see, it's got the full leather interior. Up here, you've got your sliding rear window. You've got extra headspace for your rear passengers. Down here, you've got some extra storage space for any kind of tools, any kind of camping accessories, off-road stuff, whatever you need, toys even. You've got your 2 USB ports down here in the center, and then your front seats have these rear indents to give you a little more room for your knees. Let's go into the front and check out some of the stuff up there. So in the front of the Santa Cruz, you've got all your amenities: power windows, power door locks, power mirrors. Up here you also have your cargo light. You've got your traction control on and off. You've got auto headlamps with the auto high beams. You've got paddle shifters to control the 8-speed dual clutch transmission. You've got all your Bluetooth controls on this side of the steering wheel. And then you've got your driving controls on this side of the steering wheel, that being your lane keep assist, press and hold for the lane keep assist. And then you've got the lane follow assist, one press for lane follow assist on and off. You've got your adaptive cruise control. With all these combined, this vehicle is what they call semi-autonomous. It'll basically drive itself. You still have to be here and aware, but between long highway trips and stuff like that, it can control itself. You've got your rain sensing wipers right here. Coming down to the center, this large screen has your navigation. It's got your Bluetooth, it's got your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's got all kinds of great features in it. Dual zone climate control right here. You can actually change the auto function of it, so when you get into the vehicle and it's really hot, it doesn't blast you with hot air, it slowly changes the temperature. Another really cool feature is this diffuse button right here. So this one here, you press that and it'll actually open little holes all the way across throughout the center of your vehicle. So rather than air just coming out of your vents, it's just lightly coming towards you. Makes it really nice, doesn't burn your eyes out on long trips. Down here in the center, you've got your USB ports, of course, your 12-volt outlet. You've got a wireless charger down in here. You can see my phone's on the charger right now. It's got a pretty thick case, but you can see it's charging it right now. It's also ventilated underneath here. So down inside there, you can see it's actually got a fan to keep your phone nice and cool. Over here, obviously automatic transmission with the selectable controls down here. So you can shift down here or on your paddle shifters, whichever one you like, or just leave it in drive and let it do all the work. You've got selectable drive modes. So your drive modes here, you can cycle through your normal, your sport, and your smart modes. And those modes will control how your all-wheel drive system works, how your engine acts, how your pedal feels. It'll control all of that. It also changes the illumination really nice as well. That illumination up here, you'll notice it doesn't have any large shrouds or anything like that. It's got such a high contrast screen that you don't even need to have a shroud covering or anything like that. No matter what kind of lighting there is outside, you can still clearly see your screen. Coming back here to the selectable terrain modes, you've got your snow mode, your mud mode, your sand mode, and that'll help you out in all different kinds of terrains. Auto hold function, that one there is going to hold your brakes for you. When you come to a complete stop, it'll apply the brakes. You can let go of the brakes and you can just sit there if you're at a train crossing or at a long light. It'll hold them for you. Just tap the accelerator and continue driving afterwards. You've got your parking camera right here. So this one does have a rear view camera, but it's also got front view cameras and 360 view cameras. So if I hit the parking button right here, I can actually see my rear view camera right now. I can also see my 360 camera, so I can see all around me in a parking lot or off-road or anywhere you're using this. It's really, really useful. I can also change what I can see with those cameras, so I can back up to anything I'd like. And that camera will stay on until you reach over 15 kilometers an hour, and then it will shut off and go back to your main screen. And then lastly in here, you've got your cooled seats, your heated seats, heated steering wheel for both front passenger and driver. And then you've got your sunroof up here with a multi-position switch, so you can either just open it, or if you want, you can slide it right back. So now let's go for a drive in this vehicle and we'll show you how all those features work. So driving along here in the Santa Cruz, You can see it's very quiet, it's very smooth. The long wheelbase makes it a really stable vehicle to drive. You've got the 2.5 turbo engine, it's very, very responsive. The 8-speed dual clutch transmission, it always knows exactly what gear you need to be in. It's got tons to choose from, so it's always got a gear to do the job you're trying to do. And other than that, it's just really quiet. I've got my lane keep assist on, I've got my lane follow assist on. It's doing most of the work for me. I'm not using my adaptive cruise control right now, but it is really nice to use as well. One thing I hadn't touched on quite yet is the blind spot camera. So if you look here at the instrument cluster, if I was to turn my turn signal on, you can actually see what's going on in my blind spot right now. And that makes it really, really nice for city driving. You can always see what's going on, keep yourself out of any accidents or anything like that. And it's just a really nice vehicle to drive. I'm just enjoying cruising it. We're getting excellent mileage. 8.2 liters per 100 is phenomenal in what is essentially a small pickup truck. And it's just all around great. And that's our cruise in the Santa Cruz. Again, my name is Brad. You can find me here at Grande Prairie Hyundai or call me at 780-532-5233.